Hello, hello. Smell, right, smell.
Sainsbury's has been part of our high street for 150 years.
Right, are we OK for bags?
26 million of us go through its doors every single week.
Oh yeah, would you like to try any hot cross bun? Go on.
Oh, why not? Cheers, thank you very much.
But with supermarkets more competitive than ever,
I like to shop at Lidl's, actually.
history counts for nothing.
Retail is changing beyond all recognition. Businesses that don't adapt fast enough will ultimately decline.
The fact that you have to buy a celery in a plastic bag is ridiculous.
During a crucial year, this British institution has allowed cameras behind the scenes.
You're going to meet Her Majesty the Queen.
Really? Really?
As they attempt to grow their business. Try to woo new customers.
Oh, you made my day.
Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. OK.
Hi, can I introduce you? Thank you.
And work together to stop themselves slipping behind their rivals.
The M5's closed at the minute. Stores are screaming out for their products. It's pressurised.
You have chosen a very eventful day.
We are in a little bit of trouble.
Remaining customers, please make their way to the checkout. Thank you.
Morning, ladies.
Morning.
They're normally a bit more vocal than that in the mornings.
It's a new year.
Hello, my lovely. Are you in with me today?
Yes, I am.
We will have fun and games today.
And across the country, it's business as usual for Sainsbury's. The company has 1,400 stores and over 180,000 staff.
Whoa. Something you know we don't. Is there a lamb shortage?
Hello, Pauline.
On the shop floor, things have quietened down after the Christmas season.
Christmas time. Oh, it was murder. But the shelves, they just... you put something on the shelf, you come back, and it's gone. And you've only been gone, I ain't going to say 10 minutes, and it's gone what you put on the shelf. So it's mad in here Christmas.
The staff might have been rushed off their feet, but that doesn't guarantee it's been a successful festive period for the whole organisation. Today's the day Mike Coop, the CEO of the company, has to announce the Christmas sales figures to the city and the press.
We, as a public company, update the market 4 times a year. The Christmas quarter has such a big impact on our overall success in the year. Most retailers would refer to as the golden quarter.
Good morning and welcome to your analyst call with your host, Mike Coop. Mike, please go ahead.
Good morning, everyone, and Happy New Year, and welcome to the Sainsbury's Trading Update call, which covers the 15 weeks to January the 5th.
Thanks, Mike, and welcome, everyone. I'll take you through some of the key numbers. On grocery first, we've seen a solid performance over the quarter, reflecting an improved price position versus our competitors. Retail like-for-like sales declined by 1.1%. We gained market share in key categories such as toys and electricals, but both of these categories were in decline over the period, with the toy market in particular down double digits. We'll now open up the call for your questions.
The UK's second biggest supermarket, Sainsbury's, says its total sales for Christmas are down.
Like-for-like sales were down 1.1%, and like the other big grocery retailers, it's facing tough competition from the discounters.
With the company being squeezed by the competition, this is going to be one of the most challenging years in the supermarket's 150-year history.
We know that the discounters are doing well. Aldi, we know, are catching up.
At head office, teams are dissecting the Christmas period and working out what they can improve.
key themes here are that M&S are continuing to retain dominance. Obviously, people love to trade up into the store generally. And this year has been, although just a small shift in share for them, they have retained quite a strong position.
Next customer, please.
Unsurprisingly, consumer confidence over Christmas was at a real all-time low, so obviously Brexit was a large source of that kind of feeling down. So that wasn't great. Unfortunately, we ended the year kind of just flat versus the market.
Can I add one more iron into that fire though? That this year we actually dropped out of the top 25 Google searches for branded food. So the likes of M&S, Waitrose, Tesco's, they dominated that 25. It's quite a worry that we kind of lost what we're here for.
It's more important than ever that the company sets themselves apart from their rivals. And this year provides a unique marketing opportunity, their 150th birthday.
Have a taste. Did you say it was vegan pastry?
On the ground floor of HQ, there is a warren of kitchens where new food products for 2019 are being stirred, baked and tested.
That is absolutely delicious.
Today, head chef Tassie is trialling a new recipe for Sainsbury's 150th birthday cake.
So the recipe says to do about 3 tablespoons per sponge of the syrup.
For maximum impact, they've enlisted an A-list baker to create the recipe, Claire Patak. She's famous for making Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding cake and known for her complex flavours.
They're all going to be soaked in this sugar syrup. It's got lots and lots of lime zest in there, rose water, orange blossom, a bit of lime juice and some lemon juice as well. And then I'm making the creme fraiche icing now as well. So I think we can assemble now.
Before the recipe is passed on to be mass-produced in the factory, Tassie needs the product development team to sign it off.
Claire Patek cakes, the flavours are usually quite unusual. Too much rose water can be quite overpowering. So I'm not sure how that would translate into factory.
Smells good.
Well, be in the taste research.
Do you want to serve? I feel like
Sure.
less of a mess than me. It smells fantastic with all the zest on top.
Yeah, very floral as well, I think. I'll do quite a large size so we can just see it.
I'm having.
I think the lime cuts through the sweetness as well. It's not sweet at all. It's
really balanced, isn't it?
Yeah.
I could eat a lot of that. Quite happily.
Yeah, just put it back.
Our big challenge is going to be how we progress that through to a factory setting. So when they're making hundreds of these down a production line, obviously that's very different to making one in a standard home kitchen.
I want to make sure we're being true to her recipe as much as we can.
Yeah. Having passed the first hurdle, the recipe will now be sent on to the factory in Bolton, where they have 1 week to create a cake that can be mass-produced. Then comes the real test. A tasting with cake designer Claire Patak. Only if she approves it will it be rolled out in the store cafes.
It's a beautiful day.
Where are we off to today? What's the rough plan?
So we're going to our Pimlico store, which is a store that we refitted about a year ago. It's very much a central London store, so it's like a big convenience shop.
Across London, CEO Mike is doing an unannounced spot check on a flagship store.
Running a business like Sainsbury's, it's important that you stay very connected to the people on the ground. You've got a strong sense of what's going on in the organisation.
Mike is in charge of turning the company's fortunes around.
There are 6 or 7 big competitors out there, people like Aldi and Lidl. They're opening lots of shops, about 120 every year. And we have to run very hard to keep up with those changes in our market.
In 2016, he negotiated the buying of catalogue giant Argos. And now he's implementing the leasing of floor space to young, vibrant food companies to attract new customers. The Pimlico store is one of the first to have all these companies under one roof.
Best is tills are ringing, everything's working smoothly, we're taking money, customers look happy. I would be very disappointed if it wasn't in reasonable shape. Hello, how are you?
We're having a bit of a nightmare at the moment with cards.
Oh dear, why, what's happening?
They're not going through. So
As in
they're
credit
declining,
cards?
Yeah.
Oh, OK. So nobody get any cash, nobody can pay with their credit card. So, moment of crisis. There's one thing you want to do in the supermarket is to actually take people's money. So that sounds like it's a big challenge. Hello, Shane.
All right. I'm running around between the tills.
Well, don't let me get in the way, because this is completely unexpected. Do you know what the problem is?
The whole area's got no...
But is it the area or is it the company?
No, Sainsbury's one. We've got some of the stores has the same.
As the staff try and fix the problem, Mike's finding out if the new on-site concessions are bringing in customers.
And how's Crush doing now? Are they pleased with it?
The crushed product sandwiches is doing very well out of the convenience, very well.
Time of the year where everyone's looking to start getting healthy again. I think people now are more cautious now. Everyone's joining the gym.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's go have a look at the rest of the shop.
Leasing space to concessions has brought in a new type of customer, and now Mike's hoping to have the same success with Argos by moving their outlets in-store.
They're doing very well.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah. At some points, they are busier than my store.
We're having a conversation about the wonderful world. So we've got all this technology with all this iPad-based stuff, and yet we still get the Book of Dreams. And people still want to be able to use both.
Yeah.
But for 2019, Mike has an even bigger plan to take on the competition.
A shock move that could shake up Britain's grocery market. Sainsbury's and Asda are in advanced talks to merge. The deal between the two supermarket giants would challenge Tesco and could be worth more than £10 billion. But will customers and the Competition Commission approve?
A merger of this scale does not happen overnight. Mike and the company's other 180,000 employees will have to wait to find out if industry regulators approve the deal. If it does go ahead, this will be the biggest merger in UK history, allowing them to drive down prices and compete more aggressively with the discounters.
Businesses that don't adapt fast enough will ultimately decline, and we've seen that in the last period of time with Toys R Us and Maplin, even companies like M&S, some of the bellwethers of the high street. If we don't change and we don't adapt, then the danger is that you will end up like some of these other organisations.
Ah, perfect.
But
and
only not you.
My jacket and bag's just back here, so I'll take it home and eat it tonight.
So I was just reading out the Mother's Day. So you'll be confectionery, health and beauty.
Health and beauty, more health and beauty with a bit of clothing.
Yeah.
Then goes into flowers and hair care.
After a challenging Christmas, the company is gearing up for Mother's Day, their next big sales opportunity of the year.
There's a lot of young uns want teddy bears. As I say, mugs, they buy a lot of mugs. Oh, and all the beauty products, I love them. Well, you've only get one mum, you've got to pamper her. I tell this to my customers, they'll all be in a minute, I'll have to move this and get them in.
Mother's Day is the biggest floral event of the year, with British shoppers expected to part with over £250 million on flowers alone.
It is, yeah, it's bigger than Father's Day. Bless the dads, but I'm sure it's all about the mums.
The company is going all out to sell more bouquets than their rivals.
Sorry, I don't know where I'm going. Is it this one? Yeah, I'm sorry.
Annette is the company's flowers buyer.
Morning. Morning.
She has spent the last 6 months selecting flowers for Mother's Day, and today she's visiting one of her key suppliers to give final sign-off on her new range.
All machines have been serviced ready for Mother's Day.
OK. Mother's Day is really important because, one, they may be buying more than one bouquet, so at Valentine's people tend to only buy one, but at Mother's Day often the purchase is 2 bouquets or maybe even 3 items. And And yeah, we have customers that we may not see all year round or aren't our regular customers that come to us at Mother's Day. Yeah, that one's perfect, right? Now carnival colour.
With just over a week to go, this is Annette and technical manager Frankie's last chance to make any changes.
It's a massive deal to us. If we get Mother's Day right, then we can get customers coming back to carry on buying flowers for us. So yeah, Mother's Day is our biggest event and busiest time of year for all of us working in the floral industry.
So we've got Pretty in Pink, Dazzle, Fields of Flowers, Carnival Colour and Blackcurrant and Bonbon. This is kind of the final check to say, actually, are we covering all bases? Is every product going to be fit for our stores to be able to sell to customers? And is every product really looking great value for money? If there's a product going in that technical teams aren't happy with the quality of it, then we can pull the plug on it now. If we're not happy with the retail price that we're going to give to our customers, we pull the plug on it now. This one's new as well.
Yes. That comes in a vase.
Okay. Have we got the label? We need to make sure we've got a label on that says...
Yeah, we have.
Yes.
So that's what we signed off, we're just waiting for it to arrive.
Okay, brilliant.
And that would be on the front of the vase, saying vase included.
Yeah.
And we're also putting it on the label saying, yeah.
Brilliant. So for us, it's the vase. This is... that adds the value here, because one, it's got more expensive flowers, but it's also got the vase.
Annette has created a range to attract customers from both ends of the market. At the top end, she's designed the new Côte d'Azur premium arrangement to tempt customers away from Marks & Spencer and Waitrose.
If they own a vase that they have really enjoyed having Sainsbury's flowers in, then actually it's about when that bouquet comes to the end of its life, hopefully they really enjoy the flowers and they look to purchase on a weekly basis for us.
Annette has made her flower choices based on the enormous amount of data Sainsbury's have from their customers. Every transaction is recorded and saved onto a supercomputer. Hidden in a secret location, this room stores over 20 years of the nation's shopping habits. This knowledge of what we buy helps Annette and other buyers predict what is going to sell.
So this is new for Mother's Day, but we have done it previously for Valentine's, because what we're seeing is that actually for children to give as a present, as a little add-on for Granny, that seems to do really well. I'm really pleased with it. I think you've done a really good job.
And I think what's key for us as well is that we've got something for everyone.
What colour pack was it in? Was it in dark green? What about a bit of bee pollen as well? That looked quite visual. Yeah, let's do that. Sounds good. Yeah.
In the test kitchens at HQ, the special 150th birthday cake has arrived from the Bolton factory.
Hi, I'm Janet Marshall. I'm from Park Cake Bakeries, who are looking to make the product for you.
This is Janet and her team's first attempt at making the cake. If it's good enough, it will go straight into mass production. But first needs to be approved by its creator, master baker, Claire Patak.
I wonder if I should come on the other side.
Yeah, do that.
Around that. Yeah, okay, great.
Stand by, Janet. If we don't get it approved today, then we really run the risk of not hitting that launch date. So hopefully today, fingers crossed, we'll get a decision.
So tell me now the differences.
The soak with the orange blossom water and the rose water, we've really struggled to sort of like get those raw materials in.
Oh, really? To get orange blossom water?
Well, we can get it from the supermarkets, so we get it from the supermarkets fine, and the manufacturers will supply it with us in glass bottles, but we're glass-free start, we're not allowed glass in the factory. So we really struggled with the blossom.
Plastic only.
we've really struggled with the blossom, the orange blossom water and the rose water. So what we've done is actually looked at extract.
No, that won't work.
I was thinking, well, there's water in there in your soak anyway, and sort of if you put the extract with the water, you're almost initially making your own blossom water.
Maybe, yeah. Okay, I'll taste it. Okay.
Okay, shall we taste?
Yes, please.
Proof in the pudding, so to speak.
I didn't eat much. Have that. because I don't taste any lime at all. No. I feel like the texture's just not right.
On the cake?
I mean, it just tastes dry and like, yeah. I'm really missing the orange blossom. To me, it's a really integral part of the cake. Do you know that product called Fior di Sicilia, which is like it's an extract that's called flower of Sicily?
Yeah, it's like a syrup.
It's a syrup.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the flavor that I'm basically inspired by. But that is, I know it's sold in huge plastic bottles.
Right.
So we could try it with that.
Having failed to gain Claire Patak's approval, production back in Bolton is on hold.
A little frustrating. I'm very passionate about what we're doing, you know, and I think that's more of passion because I want to get it right.
Let me start with weather, because I think weather's important as we move into this week. So the good news is we've got through all of the rain, and it looks as though we're going to have a really, really nice spell of sunshine this week.
Upstairs in HQ, the top executives have gathered to go through their strategy to maximise Mother's Day sales at the end of the week.
Friday and Saturday is where the sales will come. Lots of expectations around pink. So whether that's pink champagne, whether that's pink gin, and gin will still play a key part. So lots of volume out there. So let me touch on floral. Of course, my job and the team is to get this brilliant product to our customers, absolutely with brilliant quality and freshness.
You'll know that this is a really important part of the season for us. 73 new products. Everything for any particular customer, so lovely little treats for kids. So our mini succulents, they're £4.
This year, as well as appealing to their regular customers, they are also targeting the higher end of the market with the new premium bouquet, the Côte d'Azur.
My favourite is this bouquet, which comes with the vase, which is unbelievable value at £35.
Great. Brilliant. Okay, so warm weather, month end, and everything to give mums a real treat. So I think the range looks fantastic. It's really, really brilliant. Thank you.
With flowers by far the biggest seller at Mother's Day, the battle is on to sell more bouquets than their competitors to drive up profits.
This guy's a lane hogger though here, isn't he?
It's the job of technical manager Frankie to make sure all the flowers get to the shop floor in perfect condition.
So I've been visiting our cut flower suppliers. So it's all about managing, because this is their busiest day, so they're going to be at capacity. So it's just making sure that everything's packed and ready to be put on the lorries tonight. Very busy, yeah. So Mother's Day I'll be sleeping.
Frankie is visiting Superflora in Lincolnshire, one of 3 suppliers that provide all of the company's flowers.
So we'll start on that line.
Yeah.
We'll start on the canopy.
OK.
She must carefully check the bouquets to make sure they meet requirements.
Now this is a specification, so we know exactly what diameter the flowers are, how many we should have of each flower, and what the quality parameters are. So we're just making sure that it all matches. So we've got 1 carnation yellow.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. 1 spray carnation yellow.
That's it.
Yeah. 1 Santini Madiba.
Yeah, correct.
1 chrysanthemum lime.
That's it.
And 1 chrysanthemum Baltica.
Baltica pink.
Yeah. No, that looks good. That's well above spec.
Yes.
Yeah, 8 centimetres. Very good.
Precise rules on size, age and quality are applied to every single bunch of flowers, including the premium range.
So this is one of our top price bouquets, so it's £35. It comes with the vase.
On this section, they are creating an aqua. At the moment, we're doing 1 litre of water. So the machine will dose exactly 1 litre of water anytime.
Well, that always makes me jump.
Yeah, yeah.
So that looks really good.
Yeah.
With 1,400 stores needing to be filled with flowers for Mother's Day, Frankie's off to another major supplier, MM in Cambridgeshire.
Hello. You all right?
It's not possible to meet the demand for flowers from UK growers, so most are brought in from abroad.
So this is the intake area. So this is where everything comes in from Colombia, Kenya, Holland, all of it, yeah, everywhere. All the sources comes into here.
One of the most popular flowers sold on Mother's Day are roses. Unable to grow them in March, Britain flies most of them in from Kenya. When they are cut, the roses go to sleep and only wake up when put in water.
So we're looking to see if there's any bruising issues on the roses, if any of the heads, so we look to make sure all the heads are level. We see if there's any disease or pest issues. It does look good. Very good.
After the flower's long journey, Frankie needs to spot any problems before thousands of bunches hit the stores.
Hi. That's got one missing. Yeah, the head's come off. And all the petals have come off this chrysanthemum. That's no good. It's got no, look, it's come off. Okay. They're just pulling, when they're pulling the nets off, they're breaking some of the heads off. Okay. Is it up here? Yeah. Oh no, look, Eleanor. No. Look, this is all get crushed.
Yes, but the problem is that...
What's the problem?
Too long.
It's too long. Okay, so they need to cut it shorter. So I need to tell them there, so then it's okay? Yeah, I'll go and tell them, okay? Yeah, this is no good. It's no good. So they need to cut it shorter because this will be damaged.
So if it's like that, just send it back, yeah?
Okay. Yeah.
If it's like this, send it back. Tell them that it's not short enough, that one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's better, isn't it? So because the foliage was sticking out the top, that would cause it to be crushed. So they have to go through the whole of that pallet, and now they've made it shorter, which means that we won't get that problem. Okay. Over one hurdle now. Now we've just got to get the sales in the stores.
Over 13,000 bouquets are now pouring out of the factories every hour.
By Sunday night, Monday morning, we know exactly where we are, what's done well and what hasn't done so well. Yeah.
The bunches are placed in water, stacked onto pallets and transported across the country. By the time the flowers arrive in store, many will have been in transit for up to a week. With Frankie's job done, the pressure now shifts to the shop floor, where they have a 4-day window to sell as many of the bouquets as possible before closing time on Mother's Day.
My mum, she's having flowers. That's just how it is. She actually gave me a list the other day. And it said, there was about 6 things on there. On the bottom it said, thank you. I said, shouldn't it say please? Not thank you, you haven't had anything yet. Yeah, exactly. And it said at the top, in no particular order. All right, okay. Lucky me.
With sales targets to hit, Oldbury are wheeling out their secret weapon.
Marcy, all right? I am into flowers. or we're not going to arrange them beautiful. Or what can arrange them beautiful? I love me flowers. The dog stopped chewing them now on the windowsill, so I can keep having them now.
Joan has worked on the shop floor for 28 years.
I'd kill them in a day. I wouldn't know how to grow them.
Those are nice.
There you go, them. I should have them. I'll put them in a bag for you.
Joni Cash can sell ice to Eskimos.
But that's lovely, isn't that? Yes, yes. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. OK.
Believe me, there'll be no flowers left soon.
For you and nobody else, £11. I don't know where they spend a fortune on these flowers. It's a lot of bloody money. What we after, beautiful?
Lilies.
Oh, lilies. I love lilies. You had to snip the middle out of them or they'll stain your clothes. Did you know that? No. Oh, yes. Let's have a look for you.
Change of plan.
That's for you as well.
Oh, thank you.
What's happening then?
Change of plan. This is the sorted tomato,
So you ain't having none?
No.
You mean you're walking out here with no flowers? That's disgusting.
Thanks anyway.
Well, you've had a flower.
Yeah.
Okay, my darling.
All right.
Even with Joan working her magic, it's a slow start for the new Côte d'Azur premium bouquet.
That is really expensive, isn't it? That probably needs to be displayed somewhere else as a point of difference. But from a store point of view, we have no impact on what comes through the door. It's just when it's here, we've got to then trade our way out of it, like any perishable product. In the back of my mind, I'm very conscious of the fact that Sunday when we close, all this has got to come off and we're straight into Easter. So when we open on Monday, this needs to be gone. It has a knock-on effect if we don't do it really, really well.
Independent body that...
It's great, isn't it? Yeah. You plug it in one day and it's fine, and then the next day you come along and you've got nothing.
See here.
In East London, managers have been called to an area meeting for an update on the potential merger with Asda.
Morning all.
If the Competition and Markets Authority gives the go-ahead, it could have an impact on their staff, as stores may need to be sold.
What we're heading towards is the CMA are likely to publish some provisional findings. To be really clear, we don't know and won't know what's in that report in advance. I think what we're going to do for this bit, we'll show the video. It covers a lot of details. Brilliant. So we'll play the film.
So, how does the CMA decide which local areas are of concern? Here, we have a Sainsbury's close to an Asda. Ignore the map, it's a dummy one showing France. In this example, if the merger went ahead, we'd be the only provider of groceries. So, the CMA would see this as a lessening of competition. Therefore, it's likely that only one of the stores would need to be sold.
So, let's open up to any questions, thoughts, feedback you've got on the film.
Mark, talked a lot in the video about stores we might have to sell. So
Yeah.
is that going to be part of the briefing to colleagues as well? Because it seems we might just put them more on edge than we need to.
The message to colleagues is there is no answer until there's an ultimate answer. One certainty we've got is we're entering a period of uncertainty. You know, that is it. We can't give assurances because we simply don't know. We wouldn't want to close any, but we believe the CMA will probably suggest that we might have to sell some stores.
So we have an Asda that's probably, I don't know, half a mile away. And I've got one particular lady that works in my store that will complete her 40 years service. And she's got, more service than I've been alive. That's amazing. I'll be asking that colleague as well as the rest to kind of trust that we'll do the best that we can and that we'll do the right thing, but we'll be led by the CMA.
There you are, your receipt and half a rainforest.
The uncertainty of the merger has trickled down to the shop floor.
We're of the opinion if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. There's nothing we can do about it. You know, if we have to wear a lime green uniform, then we have to wear a lime green uniform. I think the only thing that concerned us, there was talk that they might have to close some stores because they can't have us and Asda too close together. But again, if it happens, it happens. Do you have a nectar card, my love? The men at the top, they will be the last ones to be told. They should come and ask me, but they won't. Hey, if you come across Mike Coops, say to him, you need to go and speak to Minnie. Do you want to have a look round here? Come on. Have a look at these, look.
This is a customer announcement. Just like to inform all of our customers, we have some great offers today on our chicken counter and also on our deli. Thank you for shopping at Sainsbury's today. Did you hear the telephone voice there? Hey?
Oh, sorry, madam. No. Glad Jover and Rosa's in, because that was missing. Felt like that was missing for too long.
We have had, absolutely should loads of those turn up. They've been missing, for quite some time, but actually just to have the Gerblers back is great. Customers love them.
For flowers buyer Annette, a lot is riding on Mother's Day. Based on previous year's sales, her target is to sell at least 87% of her new range.
That's bad, isn't it? This should be on the outside, so the sticker must be going on the paper flat, but it needs to go on the paper once it's being crushed in the machine. So it should be there, it shouldn't be there, or the wrap should be around there. And that's not good enough. That's not showing the customer the price. That's not clear. The reality is that it's a frustration when the customers are shopping. So, do you know what? It's not a deal breaker. They can see the price. But actually, we're working hard always at, trying to, at the moment, we're trying to get the price higher up on the label. It's all about, it's an impulse purchase. If you have to think about it too long, then we have to lose that customer. If they have to fiddle around trying to rip the price off when they want to give it to gift, it's not an enjoyable purchase. I think end to end, you just have to think, do I want to frustrate the customer or do I want to delight the customer? That's a frustration, and that's why it frustrates us.
Not only is Mother's Day the biggest floral event of the year, it's also Annette's first year in the job. She's driving to another store to check the problems aren't more widespread.
A lot of my job is just about thinking through that customer lens and being a customer and thinking, how is that going to deliver for the customer? And if I'm a customer, how am I going to shop that range? So we will get things right, but we'll also get things wrong. And that's kind of the excitement. This is not good enough. Not from you guys, not from you guys. Okay. That will be going, that's the second time I've seen that today. But that is not acceptable. What is going on there? Who's going to give that as a gift? Right, I need to leave some to take a photo and I'll send that straight back to the supplier. Okay. That just looks like you don't care about flowers, if you're slapping a label on like this and you don't think it's a big impact, but actually that times 600 stores is going to be a problem. I'm a bit grumpy today, sorry.
Annette's hoping her new range has something for everyone, from the £3.50 ink-dyed rose to the £35 premium bouquet.
I just want to check that within day sales, see if they've come through yet. There's a long way to go. We are 0.8% sell-through of our stock. So I'm only at 99.2% to go. But no concerns at the moment, but very early days. What's good is that they are selling.
Look at that. I've got all these records. I think I've got every single one of the records on that stand from the first time around.
CEO Mike is doing another spot check on one of his stores.
I'm Mike. Apparently you're a star in Bolton, is that right?
Oh, thank
you're
you.
famous. I've just been told you're famous in Bolton, is that right?
Oh, thank you very much.
How many years have you been on this counter?
It's going to be nearly 18 years now.
18 years?
Yeah.
Apparently you have to sell me a beauty item.
Oh.
Nice to meet you.
Don't need any.
Oh, thank you.
Hello.
With uncertainty spreading about the merger with Asda,
hi, how are you?
It's an opportunity for Mike and his team to hear from their colleagues face to face.
So I think what I would love to do first of all is just to hear, a little bit about who each of you are, and maybe just whereabouts you are in your sort of career journey. So,
my name is Rebecca. I've been with Sainsbury for 12 years.
Yeah.
I started in petrol station for 12 years, but now I've moved on to commercial, and I've been there since last 11 years, sort of thing. Full time, so I've been lucky enough. I've been able to do a full-time job. Me personally, I mean, there's a lot going on at Sainsbury's at the moment, and we've gone through a lot. Now we are waiting what's going to happen with Asda and Sainsbury's. And there might be some closures, you've said. We, as a store colleagues, we would like to know if we are in that list. We would like to know where we stand, We don't get told until last minute, and it's the uncertainty when you're here. You know what I mean? And people can't plan stuff sometimes. Somebody might want to buy a house, somebody want to buy a car, but they don't know whether they're going to have a job tomorrow. It's the uncertainty.
Shall I try and answer? So I'll make a couple of things. One is I have never said that we'll close stores. There is a possibility, if it was to go ahead, that we would have to sell some shops, which is different. That creates a level of uncertainty. So all I can say is what we've said all the way along, which is as soon as we know, we will tell you. 150,000 jobs have disappeared from retail in the last 12 months, and you can list the companies: House of Fraser, Devon's, Toys R Us, Mothercare. And so the one thing's for certain is that our world will continue to change, and we have to figure out between us the best way of helping all of our colleagues go through that process. It's clearly a common question in the organisation, but it is uncomfortable. If it was to happen, we would almost certainly have to sell shops, and that would have an impact in the way that the lady described. It creates a level of uncertainty, but the actual outcome is out of my hands.
The regulator currently assessing the merger will soon be releasing their report. Only then will staff know if their jobs are safe or not.
Like leave it sit or keep it whole? Keep it whole, I think. Might be quite hard to slice if it's too big.
After an unsuccessful tasting session last week for the new 150th birthday cake, supplier Janet is back at head office.
We should have really had it signed off about 3 weeks ago, so we are up against it today, really. We've managed to change things and do sort of like quite a lot of work this week. So hopefully today Claire will like the product.
At the last tasting, recipe creator Claire Patak suggested adding a syrup called Fior di Sicilia.
Hi, Claire.
Janet and Sainsbury's need it to be the answer to all their problems.
Fingers crossed this time. We've really struggled to get this, I'll be honest, but this has been sort of like the magic ingredient, I think, because it does make a difference to the product, definitely.
Yeah.
It gives you that citrusy, all-round flavour instead of just having lime.
Yeah. Oh my God,
So-
I'm excited. Great. Perfect, right. Should we dig in? I'm
So,
actually
yeah,
starving.
please dig in.
This is exciting.
Thank you.
Get the silk. Sponge is so much better.
Is it? Oh, good.
Yeah. I love this sponge. I
Oh,
really
good.
like that, actually. I think it's really good. I'm eating. I'm like gonna eat the whole piece.
Good.
I really like it. Okay. I think people are gonna love it. I really do. I think it's gonna be like a totally crazy, delicious thing. Yeah. Great. I think I'll sit in. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Great, thank you.
I'm very impressed by what you guys did with that. It's not easy.
With Claire finally on board,
Bye.
the cake can be sent to the factory for mass production before landing in store cafes.
Well done. Well done. It's good. We finally got there. It's been a difficult week, but we've got there.
Hi guys, are we all ready? We're ready for a busy Mother's Day.
Always.
Always. There you go. On it.
It's Mother's Day, and stores are preparing for one final sales push.
Good morning. Thank you for working today. We've been surprising and delighting our mums today, so we've been giving out chocolates this morning. Because you are a mum, to say Happy Mother's Day and thank you for working today.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
It's a pleasure anyway. I
I'm glad
enjoy
you're
the
here.
buzz.
Good.
Sorry.
I've had me a nice bit of chocolate off the manager from Happy Mother's Day, which is nice. When I go back, I shall have flowers and chocolates, even though I'm a diabetic and I keep telling not to buy me chocolates. I've told my daughter not to keep buying teddy bears. I've got mugs with Grandma on and everything. Grandma and Mom. And I've only got 6 hangers on a mug tree, you know.
So far in Oldbury, the more affordable bunches of flowers are flying off the shelves.
Because you see, those ones are all open now, whereas these ones are in bud. They look nice, don't they? All the children are going for this rose, which is multicoloured. If it's the mums, they say, no, we don't want that. That's not very nice. We want a proper flower. But they say, oh, can we have it? And they end up letting the children have that.
But the sales of the more expensive arrangements, including the Côte d'Azur, are lagging behind.
£35 each, that might be a struggle just because of where we are and the customer spend. It's not typical of our customer type, so they have definitely been shopping more into bouquets, etc., and kind of that range there in the middle, £35, that's a real conscious decision for people to be spending £35. So I think, if anything, that'll be the thing that we struggle with the most.
At HQ in London, the flowers team are monitoring the Mother's Day sales every 2 hours.
It's my first Mother's Day at Sainsbury's, so it's really exciting, and it's the adrenaline of seeing the sales come through at such a rate. So, yeah, we're a funny old bunch. We like it, but we don't like it, but we do like it. My dream for Monday would be to be at 90% sultry. I don't think that's going to happen, but I think it'd be really comfortable if we're at 87% sultry.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sainsbury's in Oldbury. Why not treat your mums this Mother's Day to one of our Mother's Day cupcake platters, priced at £7 for 12.
At Oldbury, everyone is mucking in to maximise Mother's Day sales. Fishmonger Lee has swapped his cod fillets for an enticing range of cupcakes.
I'm just setting those up so when the customers come to the front of the store, I can invite them to buy a vast amount of flowers, like a florist, and also treat the mother to a cupcake. You know, mothers do a lot for you. They wash up, they iron your clothes, they do your washing, they bank on mum and dad. So once a year, why not treat your mum? And you get 12 for just £7. Cupcakes, sir, £7.
Don't you think I'm going to fight on
Oh, come on. You OK there, sir?
I'm good.
You want to treat your beloved?
No.
You know you want to.
I do, but she's not a cake person.
Patience is a virtue.
Vicky, what do you think? You like that one, don't you?
Hello, both. You all right? Mother's Day, £7?
No, thank you. It's not my cup of tea. But thank you very much.
Would you like one of these, £7?
Yes,
12 cake. Would you like to take one? I will choose you a lovely one. So have a look.
What's the same one?
Go on then. I'll put in your trolley for you, OK? Right, these for Mother's Day. Lovely, ain't they?
As Lee's cakes start to sell, so do the flowers.
OK, bub. There you go, my sweetheart. £23.90, please, all together. It's been absolutely manic today. It really has. We're busy all the time, but today's been exceptional. I do apologise, Bab. We chill on the go again. I tell you.
I know. As we've nearly run out of bouquets and bunches, we'll go for these now.
As the end of the weekend approaches, the more expensive flowers are still on the shelf, including this year's priciest offering.
So these are your bags of flowers and your vases. We're just trying to merchandise it a little bit. So we're just getting it more towards the front, everything that we can.
Some red roses.
You what, darling?
Looking for some red roses.
No, we've sold out, unfortunately.
See, there you go. Selling them from there already. 1, 2. Look.
See what I told you last minute? Should have been this morning.
With moments to go before closing, any last-minute shoppers are forced to go big or leave empty-handed.
3:45, loads of people come in for flowers. So, and we shut at 4 o'clock, so it's like 15 minutes to get whatever you can.
It seems like I've just got here too late because most of the flowers are gone, as you can see.
So what do you think? You should have come a bit earlier.
Yeah, I should have, but I didn't realise that the clocks went forward an hour, so I'm a bit late. I'm an hour late, innit?
Yeah, but yesterday you could have done it.
I know, I know,
You
I know.
what I mean? Mummy could have had the flowers there.
I know.
Hey, have you been naughty? You put them in here, Bab.
No, I'm behaving good. That's why I'm buying
You've been
lovely,
a good lad.
lovely flowers for my darling.
Well, that's what you need for your darling.
Sweet talker.
As the doors shut on Mother's Day, Oldbury have had a bumper weekend. But it won't be until tomorrow that the final figures for the whole company come through, and they find out if this year's flower sales have been a success.
Last week was mainly about Mother's Day. It looks, from the top line perspective, performance looks reasonably good.
It's Monday morning and Annette's wait for her flowers figures is nearly over. She's hoping for at least 87% sales.
The reality is the results will be really, really key to our overall performance as a category over the year, so it does have a massive impact, and the reality is that should come through in sales, so if it hasn't, it's meant we haven't probably done our job properly.
So Annette, do you want to let us know how your Mother's Day lines did?
We had a really good, better than expected week, so at 88% sell-through on the specific Mother's Day lines, which is great news because it's above our plan, slightly down on last year, but in terms of what's left to go into the half-price clearance, it's again less than we were expecting. So really good news.
While the Côte d'Azur underperformed, the single multicoloured rose was a bestseller.
Really, really pleased with the performance on Mother's Day. So in terms of our plan, we absolutely smashed it. And we had a real late surge yesterday. So I think with the nice weather, people out later. It's always nice to have kind of a last minute sprint to the finish on Sunday night. Yeah, it's a bit of relief, a bit of excitement. But now, back to the day job and planning the next event.
We've got 2 pieces of our birthday cake.
Yeah.
You have to let us know what it's like.
That's what they're going to do.
Yummy.
Across the country, the Sainsbury's birthday cake has arrived in store cafes. At £1.50 with a cup of tea, it's now over to the customers to decide if it's a success.
Orange. You think it's orange in there? Yeah. Look, it's orange.
It's very nice, very citrusy.
I like the moisture of it.
It says blossom, but it tastes flowery, but I've never eaten flowers. I've never eaten a flower, I don't know.
Yeah, it's gone down the storm, actually. Yeah. Oh, how was it?
It was really nice.
Was it?
And I tried it and it had a tint of orange in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, well, I'm really glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And thank you for letting me know.
I didn't eat it all because I was put on.
Was you? Oh.
After months of waiting, the Competition and Markets Authority have published their findings on the merger with Asda.
A proposed merger between the supermarkets Asda and Sainsbury's could be blocked after the UK's competition watchdog said the deal might lead to higher prices and less choice for customers.
As a result, over 600 stores will need to be sold off before the deal can go ahead.
Sainsbury's has called the findings outrageous. Today's share price fell 18.5% because of the doubt over the plan.
Mike's called his senior team together to discuss what this news means for the staff.
Hello. How are we all? I had about 2 hours sleep last night, so I'm a little bit tired. Bear with me. I'm going to run through what's happened this morning and perhaps some of the details behind how they got to where they got to, and then a little bit about what happens next. So the first sight of the document for us was about 5 o'clock yesterday. I was about to have my hair cut, literally about to sit in the chair. I got a phone call from Rebecca saying, I think you should come back. And I said, can I have my hair cut? I said, no. You can't have your hair cut. So the reality is the outcome is a lot more extreme than any of us would have expected. And in essence, they've said virtually every store is subject to some kind of what they call SLC, substantial lessening of competition. 639 shops. So, the harsh reality is that it is highly unlikely that this deal will take place. I think the chances of it happening are pretty remote.
I have to say I was disappointed. I was surprised because in the end, we think there's a very strong case. It was a deal that was predicated on a better deal for customers. It's disappointing that we won't be able to do that.
In the end, this is a leadership job for all of us. This business will be successful in the future. This is a blip and ultimately will be a footnote in retail history at some point. In the meantime, let's create a future for this organisation and secure its future for another 150 years.
To some extent, I'm paid to take calculated risks. That's what any business does. But in the course of public opinion, they're judged in very black and white terms. You either won or you lost. People will start speculating about an individual's future in the situation that we're in. But I get on with my day job. I've got a massive amount of support from shareholders who ultimately own the business, from my board, and I get on with running the business.
Next time...
Single-use plastic is no longer acceptable.
We can't recycle that. We try and recycle that. We can't recycle that.
Oh no. And this is the first time that we've ever done Christmas dog jumpers.
No humping today. Easter's later this year. The biggest challenge we're going to face will be the weather.
The Met Office revised their forecast. We need to work out what we're now going to do.
The Open University has produced a free poster that looks behind the scenes of supermarkets. To order your free copy, please call 0300 303 2088 or go to bbc.co.uk/inside the supermarket and follow the links to the Open University.